Hi everyone, welcome to Colorful Creations. Thanks for joining me for an acrylic pour video. Today, my idea is to make like a black and white waterfall to run down over these three 8x8 panels. These are wooden panels. I got them from Dollarama, around $2 each. I've just given each of these a coat of white paint to start. So I'm just gonna start by pouring white paint on these. This is mixed how I normally mix. I'll show you my colors in a minute here. But I just pour it on and I like to tilt it out if I can. It just gives it a nice even base to start with. And then I'm gonna run my colors over it and we'll blow it out with a hairdryer. I have each of these supported or elevated with 4 plastic cups. This will keep them off the table and will allow any excess paint to run off the edge and instead of gluing them to the table. So I'm just going to finish tilting these around to get them covered in white paint. I will speed this up so you don't need to watch that. Okay, so here's the colors I'll be using. I'm using white for the base. This is Titanium White by Mont. It's mixed how I always mix. There's a link to a video in the description, but my basic recipe is 1 part paint, 1 part Floetrol, 1 part Elmer's glue, half part Liquitex pour medium, and then water to get it to the consistency that you want. So with Mont, it's pretty thick. I actually usually, if you see here, it's creating a mound if you let it drizzle in, but then it doesn't get any bigger. There's some big, just a sec here. See, there you go. So with this, I actually add almost 1 part water to that. This is Metallic Black by Loft, and this one's really thick. It needs a lot of water. But to give you an idea, this is Metallic Silver by Sargent Art, and I actually don't add any water to this one. So if you use my recipe and mix it up and got this consistency, then you could kind of judge from that one to get the other ones the same. So now I'm placing these pretty close together because I want my design to kind of flow over all of them. If you want it to look like a waterfall that's being separated by rocks, then you'd space them further apart. But I want this to kind of flow together as one piece. But also I am putting them a tiny bit apart because I want the paint to go over the edge. I want them to be covered. And that's pretty even, doesn't have to be perfect. I'm starting with the metallic black. I'm going to put a nice good amount on it. I'll use this whole little cup pretty much. Next I'll go with the metallic silver. Just going to place that right on top. And then a little bit of white. This kind of helps to break it up sometimes, just a little bit on there just to give it some cool effects. And then I'm adding a little bit more metallic black on top. I just want to make sure there's lots of black showing. Black and white, there's such good contrast with that, so I want to make sure that none of it gets hidden. I don't want it to alter into gray. And last, I always add a nice thick strip of white along either side of the colors, as close to them as possible without covering. This will just help them glide over top of the rest of the white when I hit it with the hairdryer. And that white along the edge there, white along the sides, will help that paint flow across a lot easier. And here we go. Here's the fun part. This is looking pretty good. I'm just going to give this a quick torch to pop any bubbles. And let's have a look at this. This turned out really nice, I think. What do you guys think of this? Nice black, white, and silver. It's like a little waterfall, or I don't know, you imagine a few different things, I think. I think it kind of more looks like a bird than a waterfall from this angle, but you know, whatever. I think this will look really nice. Any wall really, maybe a bathroom wall because they're pretty small. So I just want to show you here that I did cover these in resin after they were dried and cured. I do have a full tutorial on doing resin in my, I'll put the link in the description. to the video, but the only thing it doesn't include is this. You see this tape I have around the edges here, so I don't have that included in my tutorial, so I'll just go over that really quickly. So basically I created a dam by placing tape around the edge, and then I put the resin on, and I can just push it all the way to the edge, cover it really well, and then what I do is wait for about a half an hour. Don't wait too long, but just until that resin starts to harden, and then you peel that tape off and then smooth it down over the, like, just run your finger along the edge, and it'll cover the side and give you a nice smooth edge, a nice round edge instead of a sharp boxy edge. So after the tape is off and it's all smoothed out, just let it sit and cure just like any other resin. Now, as you can see, I did sign along the edge of this one, so it would be kind of hidden. So what do you think of this overall? I'm really happy with this. This was actually a gift for someone, so I don't have any more videos of this. I could have taken more, I guess, but it turned out really good. Like, this is perfect size for in a bathroom or a small wall in a bedroom or anywhere like that, and it will go with anything because it's not anything crazy in color. So again, let me know if you have any suggestions, ideas, comments, or anything like that. I am open to commission work as well. I will leave my email in the description for you. Thank you so much for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one.